I'm glad Peter O'Toole is available tonight because he rarely is for shows. He's been very busy. He's made many, many motion pictures. And I suppose best remembered by the movie-going public for his great portrayal as Lawrence of Arabia. And the Epps be in California shooting a movie called The Stunt Man. And he's with us tonight. Would you welcome Mr. Peter O'Toole? Well, Peter, it's nice to see you looking bright and chipper. Do you remember your first appearance on this show? I think it was the first and last appearance. It was done in New York about 9 years ago, 8, 9 years ago, something like that.
I think you're implying that the trick is to remain conscious, yes?
No. Tell them what happened. Do you remember the night at all? It was very strange. And I still get people asking me when I go out about moments on The Tonight Show and strange things that have happened. And your name comes up and they say, tell me about Peter O'Toole. I said, what do you want to know? Because what happened? You came on the show one night and we'd never met. And I said, well, Peter, it's nice to have you here. And you said something like, oh, sure. And I said, well, I've enjoyed your work, and how long are you planning to be here? And Peter said something to the effect of, well, it's quite good. And I said, what the hell is going on? I said, I didn't know whether you were putting me on. Then I thought that this horrible thing crossed my mind. I says, he's bombed out of his gourd. Now, we came to a commercial break.
Aye?
And yes, and I said, I asked you what the problem was, and they'd had you on a publicity tour, if I remember, and they'd been flying you all over the country. I think you'd just flown in from overseas, and you were absolutely exhausted. The time schedule, the jet lag. So when we came back from the commercial, I explained that Mr. O'Toole had had a long day, and the audience, of course, didn't believe it at all, because they always want to believe the worst, don't they? And they thought you were bombed out of your gourd or something like that.
Well, you're very kind.
Now you're going to tell me you were bombed out of your gourd. I remember it, though, very well.
Welcome to California. Yes, I did. What happened is very simple. It was a compound both of your truth and mine. It lies somewhere in between. It was a journey back from Japan.
Right, that was it.
And we'd left on Monday and arrived in the United States on Sunday. Which alarmed me.
Yes.
And coming from Japan, one indeed stops at lots of places, Hawaii and all over. And it coincided, our stopping, with the cocktail hour.
Aha.
Everywhere we went, it was the cocktail hour. And one doesn't want to be discourteous.
Of course not. So all along the way, you...
So we were... That's true.
Well,
Now you're talking.
Show is full of medical terminology, folks. If you look that up in your medical journal, that's in there. That's a bona fide medical word. Well, anyway, it's nice to see you again. Now you're in California shooting a movie.
Conscious.
Conscious. You just told me, though, you just got off a helicopter. Where from?
Well, it was Friday the 13th.
Right.
Friday the 13th. Nasty date.
Are you superstitious about anything? Actors generally have a lot of little superstitions. Not whistling in the dressing room is one that they say is very bad luck if you're doing a stage presentation. Hat on the bed is one. Do you have any particular ones?
A few bizarre ones, yes. But Friday the 13th is
Today.
Today. I wondered why everyone was rather quiet. Yes, we didn't fly today, and I wonder why we didn't fly today, yes.
But didn't you tell me you...
It's all becoming clear.
That you flew on a helicopter today?
I was in the helicopter today, being bounced up and down by some very nice gentlemen about 3 feet from the ground, but not yesterday.
I think the end of your cigarette flew out into our couch, and you just set your chair on fire. There,
I do a lot of that. I'm not very good with ash.
Didn't want to alarm you, but I think when a guest is on fire, the host should say something. Because otherwise it looks like
it shows I'm comfy.
Yeah. Those are very strong cigarettes. Are they not?
Galois.
Galway?
Galois.
Go on, yes.
Galois.
Galois.
Very strong.
Yeah, Jerry Lewis smokes those, too. Ever since the French people voted him as the great director.
He's switched to Galway.
He's Galois.
Galway.
Yeah, which will give him less time on Earth as a great director.
Mr. Hackett is quite anti-smoking. Peter?
I don't tell anybody not to smoke. I just don't like it. I don't allow it in my house, in my car, or on my dog. But I don't tell anybody else not to smoke unless I like them. I never told you, did I?
Strange turn of events here. I said Friday the 13th is a strange day. You mentioned you had some bizarre superstitions, but you never followed up on them. Do you have any?
Yes.
Certain things you should...
Forgetting that it's Friday the 13th, too, yes. Richard Rush, my current director, also fears Friday the 13th, and I see now why he didn't fly today. But we flew a lot yesterday.
I'd heard that.
I know, but yesterday was a very bizarre day. Thank God it wasn't today.
It might have been.
Yesterday. It would have been very unfortunate.
And today would be tomorrow.
Maybe it's really Friday the 12th, and we've got it wrong.
No, we had a series of bizarre accidents yesterday, which can only be called bad luck. Thank God, not a soul was hurt. Badly, but we had
While you're doing the movie? While you were making the picture?
Yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that when one happens, they come in sequence, and people get a little spooked when those things happen. It's a very good impression of a cow. You just... Man,
Don't smoke anymore.
no, I'm not. Okay, we have to pause for this commercial. Then we're going to come back and find out what day it is. I think it's Friday the 13th. The picture Stunt Man. Buddy just asked you during the break. You're not playing the Stunt Man actually in the picture. You're playing the director of the picture.
That is correct. I'm playing the director of the film that's the film. Here we go.
And people...
The film, this is yesterday, today again. The film is called The Stunt Man.
And in that picture, they are making a film.
They are making a film. It's a film within the film.
And you are playing the director in the film, but people are thinking you're the director of the picture.
That is correct. And people are now assuming I am the director of the film, like pilots and things today, are asking me for instructions, and I don't know what to do.
How is the film progressing?
I had that. I could have asked that. I've got big questions like that. How is the film progressing?
Excuse me.
I don't want to lose control of
That's
this.
all right.
Well, there's a series of incredible ironies. Do you really want to know?
Better answer him. He's getting steamed at me. Tell him.
No. What are the incredible ironies?
Well, I've known this work since, what, 1970.
Did you take your cigarette out of that before you put it in your pocket?
I hope to...
Well, that's happened. I've seen that happen, you know, sometimes. And then there's a flash fire and something, and...
I have a cold.
When you do
your plastic lighters when you're not looking here.
So since we're talking about the pictures.
I've known this work since 1970. It's a novel by Paul Bludger. It was published here by Athenaeum, I believe, in 70. Mm-hmm. And it's very good work. Richard Rush, the director, and our Marcus, our screenplay was done, what, 74-ish? 75, 76.
They're probably way over budget by now, aren't they? They better wrap that damn thing soon. They're going to be into the 80s soon.
We were to make it. And then through a series of accidents, which culminated yesterday on Friday the 13th, and laughingly not today, thank God.
Right.
Initially, the title was taken away from us by Warner Brothers in a couple of years back. And Richard Rush appealed this decision with what is it called, the Motion Picture Association of America. And I attended as a witness 2 years ago, and it reversed the decision, and Richard Rush won the title back over Warner Brothers. And lo and behold, yesterday we hear that it's up again. Warner Brothers are trying to do it again. They're going to qualify the word stuntman with something flatulent, like the Anaheim stuntman or the Tijuana stuntman or the Hollywood stuntman. And the case is that before the Motion Picture Board of America Title Committee, once again, with a decision to be made on the 15th of January. It's the 13th today, yes.
13th.
And here we are. The irony is that we are completing a film called The Stunt Man.
But you don't
So
know,
why do we have to fight for the fucking title again?
but you don't know if you can use that title.
Of course we can use the title. Some other might.
I thought it was
the point.
I thought it was in court, or it was up for.
That's right.
There's a hearing.
That's right. Well, we can't attend. We're filming we can't attend because we're finishing filming the film of the title that they're contesting. It is extraordinary. Do you not find it so, sir?
Well, I hope it works out
Well,
for you.
Do you not find that extraordinary?
I think it's ridiculous.
Excuse me.
Because if you are finishing
No, I
the
just-
film,
Yeah.
then they're stupid to even to contest it, to think of, what are they trying to do, get a piece of the act? Warner Brothers don't need that.
I agree with you, sir.
Why didn't they fight Star Wars? That was already a hit.
Beautiful film.
Yes. Do
Did you like
know
that film?
Did I like it? I loved it. I got in free.
So did I.
That was a good picture.
What a lovely film.
It was a lovely film.
There's a gentleman pointing at him.
No, he stands that way. He has an arthritic condition, and no, he's pointing at the camera. We'll have to do a commercial here. See, we have to stop and occasionally sell something so we can do this next week. We'll do this first. We'll be right back.